Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm Koji Hanauer, and today we're talking about how music and the music industry have changed over the years. Joining me today is bassist Doug Howard, a veteran musician who has played on major stages and seen the industry evolve from the days of records and cassette tapes to today's world of streaming and social media. Doug, thanks for being here.
Why, thank you for having me.
Doug, you started playing professionally during a time when live music and record sales were at the center of the industry. From your perspective, do you think the rise of digital recording home studios has made it easier or harder for new musicians to get started?
Oh, it's done both. Digital creation, digital studios, it's completely changed the topography of the market. Where it's so huge in terms of the impact that it's had. But the big bottom line is, how are you going to feed yourself? And musicians and artists getting their work out there, yes, you can. You can get your material out there. You can bypass the machine to a degree. But like, for instance, I'm on a feed where I see artists like Freeze the Fall, Senses. I don't know if you've heard any of these acts. But they're in my feed. This is a Canadian band, Freeze the Fall, and they're like on their first tour. And you get fed this stuff. But by the same token, it gives the artist that much more an opportunity to really find their audience. The audience is fractured into playlists. To the point where it's individual playlists. We used to all listen to Top 40. We all used to get the same material. So it's kind of a myriad. And I guess the biggest problem, if you want to look at it that way, is like, have you ever heard of Eddie Dalton?
No.
Eddie Dalton has 11 of the top 100 spots on Spotify.
Now? Today?
Right now. And he's totally AI created.
Oh, wow.
So you've got to compete against that too, and that's coming. That's already here. So that I can't answer that question, succinctly or in terms of a one or two sentence answer, but you've got a lot more opportunity in front of you than you think, and it's changing exponentially. Every 6 months, it seems.
Just the whole market and everything, what people will actually listen to, it's just completely different, you say?
Well, back, I guess, when I was still pretty and selling records, when I was coming up, our artists were almost philosopher demigods. Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, whatever these people, Curtis Mayfield, whatever these artists put out, we gobbled up every word. Now it's kind of like background noise to your life, it seems. So there's going to be always a need for music. There's always going to be a market for music. Finding your way around in terms of making a living at it. I haven't got any answers for that yet. I did my time.
What do you think some of the biggest differences with the music scene now and what people experience now is about?
Well, it's like I said, music it's kind of like background noise to your life. We used to have a theme song for everything that happened in our life. Now, I suppose, you have writers that will come up with some pretty amazing stuff and will touch you so deeply that it will become fundamental, to your day to day. But how has it changed? God, that's such a wide question. We'd be here for hours. Forget it, man. It's a completely different ball game. Have fun.
Back in the 1980s and 1990s, artists often relied on record labels and radio airplay to reach audiences. Today, musicians can release their music directly online. How has that shift changed the way artists build their careers?
Well, it's like I was talking about bands like Senses and Freeze the Fall and Gunshine. You just put your stuff out there. I mean, you can do everything at home. My God, you can record an entire album on a laptop. We used to have to walk into a room that was 3 times the size of this, just full of gear. So the tools that are available to musicians are just astounding. And, I can go the other way and say, and then you've got programs like Suno, is it? Where you can just type out 3 sentences and it'll spit out a finished master for you.
Yeah.
But not to go down that hole. I think it's pretty spectacular. The thing that we're missing are the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
You know, the record labels basically were the gatekeepers. That's been busted wide open.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So you know, I suppose it's a little daunting that you better be honest and you better be straightforward with your work, and you better be prepared for people not liking it.
Yeah.
Outside of an audience of your mom and your Aunt Ruby, you know.
Do you think having all these like tools more accessible to everyone is like improve people's creativity or like their like ability to make music? Do you think?
God, that's kind of subjective.
Yeah.
Learning the technology, I suppose, is a craft and a talent unto itself. But I think it does get back to, if you can't play a song on a piano or just a straight acoustic guitar and sing the melody, and it has some kind of a capture, it's either a good song or a bad song, and that's really the acid test for me. You know, you hear a lot of stuff where people doing amazing effects and really cool stuff, and you can clean up your vocals, and you can sound like a dog dying, and they'll you can run it through a bunch of different filters, and oh my God, it's Pavarotti. You can do that now, but if the song isn't good,
Yeah.
strip it down. If the song doesn't have legs, try again.
Yeah.
Try again. So I think musicians starting out today have. I think it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
What they've got, what they do with it. Well, I don't know.
It's up
We'll
to
see.
them. Yeah.
You got to compete with AI created artists. So good luck.
Even with just like AI and like the streaming platforms and social media now playing a big role, what advice would you give to a young musician starting out today?
Oh God. What advice would I give a
keeps
young
piling on.
musician starting? Yeah, you're really piling on these. Learn a different craft. There's a lot of different things that you can do in the music business. You want to make a career out of music? Okay. You've got a period of time where you're going to be marketable, and you might have some product that a label wants to get behind, or some investors or whoever who can help you get your stuff out there. But you also have to remember that it's like with me. I mean, back when I was young and pretty. Okay, well I'm not anymore. All right, so I've done a million different things in the music business, and you need to learn those aspects. I've worked in licensing, I've worked in promotion. I've, for the most part, been fortunate enough to just be a performing musician, but there's a lot of different jobs. And also to understand what's going on with your career, you would do well, get a law degree. If you can do it, there's no reason why you can't be a lawyer and a musician.
With even just like performing and like what you've seen with over the years of just like the energy of crowds like firsthand, how is the experience of performances for musicians and fans like when you perform over time?
Oh, what, has it changed?
Do you think so?
No.
It's the same?
Audiences are, they want authenticity. They want to be part of whatever it is that you're creating. I don't know if your viewers or you guys have had a chance to read Keith Richards' book, Life, which is about life in the music business, but and it's probably one of the best books written from a musician's perspective. But when you got 3 or 4 guys on a stage and you guys lock into each other, it's almost like you go to a different dimension.
Yeah.
And what your job is to take the whole house with you. And you've got a room full of 6,000, 8,000 people that are all levitating right along with you. That hasn't changed at all.
That's really cool.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. You know, you can have a million dancers on stage and you can have, fireworks and God knows everything else. That's still not going to take away from the fact that if your song doesn't have any legs, your song doesn't have any legs.
Who's gonna come?
But if you're a performer that can lock into that with your other musicians, and your job is to take the audience with you whatever planet you're going to.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think the future music and with how we listen to music differently is gonna focus, or is it gonna change how we listen to performances, or the way we listen to the technology and everything?
Gosh, I have no idea. Let's check in about 20 minutes because that's how much it takes for everything to change.
And just with
It used to be everything changed every couple of years. Then it changed every year. Now it's literally changing every 6 months. How we listen to music. I remember my first Walkman. I still have it.
Oh, wow.
My manager gave it to me. They were brand new, and he said, "Oh, look what these guys sent me from Japan." And you listen to it, and the sound was we'd never had that kind of quality sound. To listen to on a little playback machine. What you're listening to in terms of music now, I think if anything, I'm seeing that music is permeating so many other different things that you've got it on your phone, you've got it on your television, you've got it, and your little talkback machine in the house.
You can listen to it in your fridge.
I was just going to say that. You've got your refrigerators that are talking to you now, trying to sell you, Frisky's cat food, okay? And it's true. And in the back, we'll be playing, what's his name? Eddie Dalton, the fake blues singer. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, change refrigerator. Change the music. I like polka music.
Yeah,
there's no telling, man. There's no telling.
It's maybe kind of exciting to see, but at the same, maybe kind of bittersweet because just things are changing and just.
I know. Well, I was really fortunate to live in some pretty amazing times, and I played in some pretty amazing bands. Do I pine for the old days? No, not really. They're great memories. Wistful occasionally. Some people have passed away. But in terms of what's coming up next, I'm astounded by the technology they're using in terms of live shows. And I want to see more of that trickle down to the smaller venue shows. You shouldn't have to pay, $47,000 for a ticket, to go see the latest technology and some amazing, talent on stage.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other talent out there that is just as powerful, and you get to see them for, with a couple of hundred other people. When that technology, that performance technology, drifts down into that, I think it's pretty spectacular. So I'm excited for it.
Hopefully, yeah.
Will I be a part of it? I have no idea. I just live day to day, man. What are ticket sales like today? Will I eat? That's pretty much it.
Alrighty. Doug, thank you so much for sharing your experiences and insights about how the music world has evolved. It's fascinating to hear how things have changed from the days of traditional record deals to today's digital landscape. And thank you to everyone watching. I'm Koji Hanauer, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.